Hey, what's up guys? Danish Aviation here, and today I have a new comparison video here between two models, and as you can see it is two A350-900. And here to the left we have Singapore Airlines, and it's made by Aviation400, and to the right we have an SAS with the new livery made by Phoenix. Both of these models I have already made a review of, and you can check them down in the link, and also watch my reviews of it, and well, and thereby you already know what's gonna happen. But this is a comparison between these two models, and I will look at the mold, at the wings, the engines and landing gears, and overall have a conclusion. But first off with the mold, and as you can see here, I will start with the nose section. Both of these models are pretty good on the nose, and it is also mostly down to what you prefer. But I will say that the Aviation400 is a tad better, but it's not a lot. The detailing though is better on the Phoenix. It has a lot of small dots and prints that replicates the A350 very well. We then take a look at the windows, and it is again a hard choice. They both look pretty good and replicate the real aircraft pretty good. But because of the position of the cockpits on the Phoenix, I prefer the Aviation400. Then the detailing of the models. The Aviation400 is much better than the Phoenix. The Aviation400 has 6 antennas and the Phoenix only has 5 antennas. And then the Wi-Fi dome on the Phoenix model is shaped the most accurately, but the fitting of the dome is fitted best on the Aviation400. The Phoenix model is poorly fitted on, and also the Aviation400 has 2 small red beacon lights, one on top of the model and one underneath. Well, I would just say that overall the best mold goes to Aviation400. It's just a better shape and overall just a better quality of every single detail. So pretty good here, and the Aviation400 wins with the mold. And now to the wings. Well, the wings on the Phoenix is purely fitted on with very big visual gaps, left and right wing. But on the Aviation400 the wing fitting is excellent and there are no visual gaps. Then the painting on the Phoenix is very thick, and therefore it loses a lot of detailing. And on the Aviation400 the printing on the wing is not evenly painted on, and therefore it looks really weird. The Phoenix model also has this silver edge on the wing, which is pretty unrealistic, and it's big and it's too silver-ish. And the Aviation400 nails the edge of the wings. Then we take a look at the winglets. The Phoenix have made the winglets very thin and sharp, and they are angled correctly compared to the real ones. The overall shape of the winglets on the Phoenix one is the most accurate to the real life counterpart. Then the Phoenix Aviation400 has some really small winglets, and they are not sharp at all but rounded off. But here on the footage, as you can see, the Aviation400 here on the left, Phoenix on the right, that it looks a lot taller, but that's the angle of the wing, and I would say that the Phoenix one is the most accurate on the angle of the wing, and therefore the height is different. But the size of the winglet, I will say that the Phoenix is the best. It's a hard one on the wings. They're both overall okay, but none of them wins. If the Phoenix wings were fitted better on, I would think I would go for it. But because of the small incorrect winglets on the Aviation400 and the poorly painted wings, it's hard to choose which one is the best. So it is a tie on the wings. And now to the engines. We all know that Phoenix suffers from the bad engine fitting, tilt, and from the ground clearance. And the Aviation400 has a superb engine. They are all fitted on perfectly and has a lot of detailing. And the ground clearance on the Aviation400 is superb. But that's most likely because the engine is smaller than the Phoenix version. The silver rim on the Phoenix model is just awful and toy-like compared to the Aviation400. On the Phoenix model, the silver rim is too big and is weirdly shaped, and the intake is too deep. Then the fan blades are really poorly made and the incorrect amount of fan blades. The Aviation400 model is more realistic and looks a lot better than the Phoenix model. It does have a lot more fan blades and they are all colored correctly. Aviation400 just makes the engines a lot better than the awful ones on the Phoenix model. And now to the landing gear. Let's start with the Phoenix model again. The landing gear suffers from a lot of tire lumps and purely fitted wheels. The metallic color, as you can clearly see here, looks awful compared to real life counterpart. And then the Aviation400 model. All the tires have no lumps and they're all well fitted and therefore rolls with no problems. And the gears look a lot more realistic because they are not metallic colored. And as a bonus, the Aviation400 has a nice feature that the main landing gear, this one, can tilt. I know it's not a lot, but it's a really cool feature with these buggies back here. So really cool thing by Aviation400. Well, it's just like my 1-200 model I also have a review of. It's a thinner, but yeah. The clear winner of the landing gears is, well, simple. It's Aviation400. It's just much better and just more well thought out. And now to the conclusion. Well, if you have watched my reviews of these two models, you already know what the conclusion will be. And well, just based on the scores of the both models, the Aviation400 model wins with a huge margin. The Aviation400 model is overall much better than the Phoenix model, and in some areas they're really close, but in some other areas the Aviation400 smashes the Phoenix model. I will take the Aviation400 model every day over the Phoenix model. For me at least, the Aviation400 model is the same price as the Phoenix model, so that's just a clear indication that the Aviation400 is much better. It's interesting to see the Phoenix can't keep up with the new model makers on the market and that they don't do anything to improve it. That's up to them, but they won't survive this market for more than 2 years if they don't do anything about it. Well, that was just my thought, but guys, I hope you like this video. And of course there will come a lot more interesting videos soon with more reviews and hopefully some more spotting around Copenhagen Airport. I don't know yet, but I will hopefully do it. But yeah, that was it for me, guys. I hope you liked the video, subscribed, and comment down below what you think of these two models. And also watch my other reviews of these two models. They're really good. Well, the Aviation400 is really good and the Phoenix is quite bad. But yeah, that was it for me, guys. I hope you have a safe flight.